Again, the 3-2. In the air, deep right center, back toward the gap. Myers near the wall, and it's out of here! Pete Alonso, grand slam! First home. And Alonso drives one deep center field. Sanoha back, takes a look, and it's out of here! Pete Alonso ties the game with a 3-run homer. Dead central in.
Baseball at LSU. 1-2 to Alonso, and he lifts one out to right field, chasing Rodin back to the warning track, and it's out of here! Pete Alonso goes the other way for a 2-run homer. Just a little half. Terms in the Fanatics Sportsbook app.
Driven in the air to deep left field. Back goes left fielder and Duhar, and it's out of here. Fourth home run of the year for Pete Alonso to put a capper on another big night.
Rounding out the crew.
And Alonso lofts one to deep left center. Back in the gap. Looking up is Buxton, and it's out of here. Into the bullpen. Pete Alonso with his 5th home run of the year. And the Mets jump in front 1-0.
No doubt about it. Oh my. That ball is tortured by Pete Alonso.
And Pete rockets one to deep left. Forget that. That is way out of here. Pete Alonso puts one into orbit for his 7th home run of the season.
Alonso 0-2.
And Pete hits one out to center field. Back goes Scott to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso flips the game, and the Mets go back in front.
Olympic Stadium and the Dome. Oh boy.
Pete hits one out of sight to left field. Forget that. That is way, way out of here. Pete Alonso strikes for his 9th home run of the year. A 2-run shot to put the Mets in.
On Muncy. Alonso now. He swings, drives one to left field, and the polar bear has put the Mets back on top.
And then he is called out for passing.
And Alonso drives one to center. Taylor eases back near the wall, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with his 11th home run of the
First difficult inning.
And Alonso hits one in the air to deep right field. Back goes Freeman to the warning track near the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso goes the other way for a 3-run homer. And the Mets go in front 3-1.
Last night, now 48 for the year, 3rd in the National League.
And he wastes no time driving one out to deep right center field. Back in the gap, Pages takes a look, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with a 2-run homer.
Popped up and struck out in his 2 subsequent at-bats.
And he drives this one to deep left field. Forget that. That is way up in the pavilion. Pete Alonso with his 2nd of the night, a 3-run bomb. And he doubles the Mets late.
Braves 11-10. That's 11 losses in their last 14 games.
Alonso drives one out to right. That's deep, and that is gone. Wow. Pete Alonso wasting no time on the first pitch of the 2nd inning. He goes opposite field against
A more experienced first baseman probably catches that ball.
Now Pete drives one deep to left center field. Beck goes back, takes a look, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso
in a 10-3 game in the 8th.
And Alonso drives one to deep left field. Back toward the corner. It is out of here. Pete Alonso strikes again. His 2nd.
Pete Alonso with a high fly ball, right center field. Marsh all the way back. He's at the wall, and that ball is gone. Off the batter's eye, Pete Alonso.
I'm a loser.
Fly ball right field, well hit. Judge going back near the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso goes the other way with a 2-run homer.
Soto at first, nobody out.
And Alonso cracks one deep left field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Pete Alonso with his second of the day, a 3-run shot.
So leads the way with 73.
And he hits one in the air to deep right center. Back goes Mullins to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso ties the game with a 2-run homer. And that's ripped out to left center. Forget that. What a shot by Alonso into the second deck. A 3-run howitzer. Alonso drills one to deep right center field. Lee watches this one go out of here. Pete Alonso gets the Mets on the board with career home run number 249.
23rd pitch of the inning for Tang.
And Pete drives one to deep left center. Forget that. Pete Alonso, 250. 3-run
Stop full time. Here's Alonso, and he hits one in the air to deep left center field. Back toward the wall goes Martinez, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso.
Fly ball, deep left field. Going back is Collins. Darryl Strawberry, you've got some company. 2.
And Pete drives one to deep right center field, headed back toward the wall. It's out of here! Out of here! Pete Alonso stands alone! The polar bear on it. There's Alonso, a double and a home run tonight. And he drives this one to deep center field. Harris goes back, takes a look, and that one's out of here. Pete Alonso adds another to his record.
And start the 7th, it would appear. Here's Alonso, and he gets one in the air along the right field line. Toward the corner goes Acuna, and it's gone, a home run.
Backer.
And Pete hits one deep to center field. Back goes Marcy to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso ties the game with his...
That pitch he does go on his knee.
Fly ball right field off the bat of Alonso. Back near the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso goes the other way for his 31st home run.
To the Tigers for Yoenis Cespedes. High fly ball, deep center field. Back goes Perez to the warning track, back at the wall, and it's out of here.
Wow.
Pete Alonso with his 30.
Base, and he's now a stolen base threat.
And now Alonso drives one deep left field. Green goes back near the wall, leaps, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso.
And in a tight spot.
Alonso drives one to deep right field, headed toward the wall. That ball is out of here. Pete Alonso wins it with an opposite field 3-run home.
Deals with 11 games to go after today. He's got a shot.
And now Alonso gets one in the air to deep left center. That is way out of here.
Oh boy.
It comes down to the second deck. A monstrous home run. Alonso drills one deep left center. That's gone. Pete Alonso homers for the 3rd straight game. Number 36 for Pete.
36 home runs for the year, 119 driven in.
And he hits this one deep to center field. Merrill goes back, takes a look, and Pete has homered for a 4th straight game.
Babe drove in 168.
Driven out to deep left field. Back goes Hernandez to the warning track, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso goes deep. His 38th home run of the year, and it's 2-0 New York.
Boy, Pete loves slugging against this Marlins team.
Met fans have packed this place.